Welcome back to the Score Sunday, the John Deere Classic, 71 days away, and here to talk about the upcoming tournament, Tournament Director Andrew Lehman and Birdies for Charity Director Micaela Booth. Thank you both for coming in. Andrew, I'll start with you. 71 days away. What needs to happen in the next 71 days to have a tournament here in the Quad Cities?
It's an open-ended question.
It really is.
Our staff's focused on these next 71 days and our group of volunteers, but our build starts here in about 3.5 weeks, and we're recruiting players, and just a lot to happen in the next couple of weeks.
Micaela, for you, as he's getting ready, you're getting ready, but Birdies for Charity kind of already had a big kickoff the other day with a huge concert, didn't you?
Absolutely. So we launch Birdies for Charity every year in early April, and Friday night we were able to kick it off in a really big way by having Jake Owen here in the Quad Cities and really generating a lot of excitement and funds for our bonus fund that provides that match for all of our charities.
They go hand in hand, don't they? I mean, when people think about John Deere Classic, do they think Birdies for Charity? Is that how it just works anymore?
Well, they should. I mean, they go hand in hand. Our charity program, Birdies for Charity, is the engine that drives our success. And, we look at our economic impact, we look at our charity impact, and then obviously making sure that everybody who's here has a John Deere experience.
You had $14.1 million last year, Micaela.
Yeah.
A new record. That puts a smile on your face, I see.
It does.
What does that mean to you, to the community, for everything that the tournament does?
Well, it means a lot. And another number that's really something we should focus on is that money went to over 450 charities. So when we start talking about the missions that they have and the good work that they're doing in our community, that number, 14.1, really makes a big impact on almost every single person. It's hard to find a person that it doesn't impact in our community.
We talked about $14.1 million for charity. 173, just shy of 174 million since our inception. 99% of that has been since John Deere has been involved. So what a success story this has been.
And it seems year after year, this tournament supersedes whatever any other tournament does on the PGA Tour. How proud of you of that? Are you of that?
Yeah, that's something that all of us in the Quad Cities should be really proud of. We compete with a lot bigger markets than Silvis, Illinois, and the Quad Cities, and we always come in at #1 per capita giving. So that's a success story for all of us to share. So
the build's happening, you say. Birdies for Charity is already going on. The recruiting is in process. Are there guys out there you hope come? I mean, as a tournament director, you probably hope everybody comes. You always want the big names, but with the field the way it was last year, and you said the way that the tour sets up, it's still pretty favorable for us. What's your hope for this year?
We want to build on last year. You look at where guys rank in the official World Golf Rankings or where they finished in the FedEx Cup. We started looking and plotting out guys that we want to talk to. You asked me about Scotty Scheffler. He hasn't said no yet.
Which is great.
No promises he'll be here or he won't be here. But, they're all great players. We've got 156 guys who will be here. And we try to make it the best experience we can. We want them to experience the Quad Cities, get that Midwest feel. And, being in Illinois, there's no PGA Tour event every year in Illinois, every year. So we take a lot of pride in that. And
something I know the players talk a lot about when they get here is the family aspect. A lot of players will bring their wives, their girlfriends, their family, their kids, whatever. You got the big dig. You got a lot of things, not just for the golfers, but for the families as well.
Yeah, we are really striving to make that family impact. We know that they're going to travel with their families if they have one. We want to make sure that we're giving them opportunities to experience the Quad Cities because a lot of great things are happening right here in the summer, and we want them to be a big part of that.
One thing last year that was brought back that everybody loved was concerts on the course. Did you enjoy concerts on the course?
Absolutely, yeah. It was fantastic to see so much of our community come out and support the John Deere Classic, and a lot of people who had never been out before put a lot of first-time attendee stories.
And a lot of those people that show up end up, that means Birdies for Charity gets a little bit extra money too, right? Is that
the more support that the tournament gets is always going to translate into more exposure for Birdies for Charity and for other people to hear our story and what it does for the community.
So this year, who are our concerts? I know we've announced them, but who are they again?
Counting Crows on Saturday, Lainey Wilson, who's probably country music's biggest star right now on Sunday night.
Sure.
So I think what's important to talk about is all the improvements that we've learned in year one. We didn't go into last year as concert experts by any means.
And you're probably still not concert experts, but you've learned a little bit.
We don't pretend to be, but it's now a big part of our job. But extra parking lots, more busing, more bar lines, more restrooms, those types of things that we can fix. And, it's been fun to go around town for the last 8-9 months and hear people talking about the John Deere Classic's back, and it feels like it's back in a big way. And it's really thanks to John Deere. It was an effort to unite golf fans and non-golf fans alike behind a charitable mission.
if you had one last pitch to tell fans, I know, again, 71 days away, there's still plenty of time for fans to get tickets, whatever, which are on sale already, by the way. What's your last pitch? What would you tell people about the John Deere Classic, why they should come out this year?
Well, if you want weekend tickets, you better get them quick because they're going fast. And we were sold out last year for the first time in our history.
Right.
Feel like we'll be there again. But our tournament this year is centered around the 4th of July. It's Thursday. It's the first day of competition. So we're out there supporting our military, our first responders, making sure that, you know, we give a great experience and incorporate the Arsenal Island into our week. And,
Sure.
you know, we want people to come out and be a big part of that. We don't ask people to come out on Thursday and spend their whole day with us, but come out and be a part of it because it's going to be something special. And, you know, when you can support military and first responders, it always feels great.
Well, Micaela, Andrew, thank you for coming in. Again, 71 days, John Deere Classic right around the corner. Be here before you know it. We're excited. 53rd John Deere Classic. So, our